Well, the first time I was introduced to hip hop, you know, it must have been video. Must have been video. I mean, I came from the Dominican Republic. Um, you know, um, I was like fifth grade or something. I can't remember, bro. Maybe sixth, and um, I just heard stuff on the radio. I just heard stuff on the radio. Must have been something like Run DMC and LL Cool J. I saw videos of that stuff. I remember the movie, Beat Street, Breaking. Um, it's incredible, I mean, just the whole energy of it took a hold of me. The earliest memories I have of falling in love with hip hop is definitely um, Eric B. and Rakim. Definitely, that's when I knew. Before that, Run DMC, they were so hype and all that, but it just wasn't my style or whatever. But something like Rakim, I was able to relate to right away.
When was the first time you attempted to do hip hop? And honestly, was it good? Do you think it was good?
No, I don't think it was good. You know what I'm saying? I think my first rap name was King RG. My, my name is Raymond Gratero Cruz. Cruz is my mom's last name. And so the Gratero is kind of complicated for people, English or Spanish. It's French. So it was King RG, baby. And I was trying to remember the other day, but I can't remember. I'm King RG. And I'm here to stay with my brand new sound, with my brand new bass. I'm from Miami, man, so we had that bass. I'm number one, don't you talk about three. Something you never find another king like me. Totally whack, man, you know what I'm saying? I think it started getting good, like, about the 10th rhyme that I wrote or something like that.
When was the experience that you knew you had something? I guess. I mean, I know a lot of people when they do music at the beginning,
Yeah.
they're sort of, it's like a trial by error type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when was the moment that I know you way back in the day you used to do some different things, but when was the moment you know, okay, well, I could actually, I'm not just a dude who puts words together. I should actually, this is actually a talent, something I'm pretty good at.
Not too far after King RG. I guess I've always been a person that has been like very confident in what I do, and I think it was like the third rhyme that I wrote. I wish I could find it. It was something that I really liked, that I said, man, this sounds like professional. This is not King RG. Brand new sound, brand new bass, and I was like, man, I could really do this, and wow, it's amazing, But I always kind of like what I do, and I like the stuff that I write. I'm a fan of myself. When I'm writing lyrics, I laugh a lot. It's like I laugh at the things that I put down on paper. Like, oh my God, the same way that I enjoy when I listen to other people. So whether I think of myself highly or not, in my mind, I always been, thought that I had it. In a humble way, I'm trying to say that, really, just being real.
Yo, what does Rey Cruz the artist stand for, man? As far as not the name, but musically the vision behind Rey Cruz.
Do what I feel, and consult with God. Like I said, I used to be a hip hop purist. At the same time, I'm Dominican and always proud. So that's why you hear me do merengue and all that stuff. And I've been doing everything since before I got saved. But I try not to limit myself to dudes saying, oh, you can't do that. Oh, he's doing merengue, or he's doing a hip hop song with no hook, or he's doing a song that sounds East Coast, or whatever, man. A booty sounding song, a bass song. Dude has an accent or whatever. I don't care, man. I do what I like, what I feel, and what I think is good, and hopefully one day it'll catch on when I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Maybe it's not that good to catch on someday, but I think it will. You know, and that's it. You know, I try not to just put myself in that box, and that, you know, some people limit themselves so much, man. And you know, I know there's dudes out there rapping about guns and keys and drugs in streets, and I've been in the streets more than they have, like really, you know. And so to me, it's not really, you know, about portraying a certain hard image. It's just doing what I like. You know, I grew up listening to music, and musically, everything that I grew up listening to shaped me, whether it was my preference or whether it was my mom's or my siblings, sisters, whoever listening to it. I'm just real to what I like, you know.
Yo, what are the good things about doing music for God, and unfortunately some of the bad things?
Man, the good thing is that you know your music is eternal. I don't doubt that I'm going to be performing out in heaven, you know. That sounds funny, right? I hope that didn't sound cocky or stupid. I'm just saying, for real, it's eternal, you know. And there are times that you listen to Christian music, sometimes music that is not even Christian, that's inspirational or whatever, and it touches you, man. You know, it tells you, you know, that you'll be good, that, you know, that you can get up, that, you know, have strength, don't stay down, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, rise. And those things, you know, I know that the music that I do, I pray on it, and God always gives it to me. Like, I'm certain. Wow, Christian hip hop. You know, I have been attending the church, and I felt that Christ was really moving in my heart, and I felt His realness, and beyond, you know, explanation and beyond a doubt. And I think it was Little Rascal. Someone gave me some Little Rascal music, and heard it in the car and back home, and I knew every lyric because it's the only thing I had. And it felt good because, you know, I could relate to the music. Grew up, you know, I fell in love with hip hop very, very young, at a young age, and I grew up in the hood, you know, in the neighborhood of Alapata, district of Alapata, Miami. So, I mean, you're talking selling weed by the time I was 14, and rocks and coke by the time I was 15 or 16, and even, you know, moved up all the way to keys and things like that. So when anything that's street, and then you put it together with my newfound love, which is Christ, I could definitely relate to it. You know, Little Rascal to me is a good artist. You know, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could distinguish about, you know, when someone is really hot and has hot bars and all that, but I could appreciate every hip hop artist, even when they really whack sometimes. So, to me, Little Rascal will always be the bomb. You know what I'm saying? It's the first Christian rap I heard, and I was able to relate to it right away. Like I said, my the way that I categorize rappers is not, I don't compare them to each other. I just put myself in their shoes, and sometimes what people look at limitations, I look at a different style.
Yo, man, the diversity that you spit in English is in Spanish. Was that something that just came naturally to you when you started doing music? That you were able to just mix both? Was there some influence of inspiration you heard before you started doing it? Or I'm pretty sure there was, but how was that transition for you? And did it always come out easy for you to actually mix English and Spanish lyrics?
Well, when I began to rap, it was strictly English, and I didn't really like Spanish rap. You know what I'm saying? Too much. I heard a little of it, but I wasn't impressed, and you know, it was that thing where I was like into real hip hop, and I was a purist, sort of. You know what I'm saying? For a couple of years there when I started, but you know, I began to hear dudes. I was doing it in Puerto Rico, in Spanish, in Dominican Republic. And I mean, even when I was a kid, I've heard Spanish rap on merengue, you know, like when I was like so little that I can't even remember records that my moms used to listen to, like back in Dominican Republic. And I could name a few, as a matter of fact. But like more like real hip hop or whatever. You know, I think dudes like Biko C, you know what I mean? And even Magic Juan, which was a dude that used to rap for Proyecto Uno. Dude is nasty, Spanish and English. And you know, it was like, it just came to me like I could do what these dudes are doing, you know, and I think I started doing it. Before that, it was just English. Definitely. Twitter, Rey Cruz 305. Instagram, Rey Cruz 305. Music page on Facebook, Rey Cruz 305. My personal Facebook is bigger though. Gotta make that transition. It's Rey Cruz only, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Rey Cruz. What else? We got YouTube, Rey Cruz Jesus, I think is the YouTube channel. But you'll find me, just look for Rey Cruz and you'll find that. And check me out, holla at me, man. Alright?
Daily I get closer, turn back, no sir, composer. De letra bien que más que te dan pan, like a toaster. De la calle como un poste, de luz y usted es un poser. Sabe quién me pose, padre, hijo y counselor. You ain't a monster, sweet like Frankenberry. I live it like monastery, serve with the ministry and monetary. Then me tiro pa' la esquina a predicar bien heavy. Te pasa, te doy más salsa que Santa Rosa y Eri Palmeri. Esto vaqueroso, liriquero, ventero, lo dijeron como el lobo fero. Paquetero, cuento lo que dijeron, mintieron, cuánto cuento metieron en paquen, no más que buscar espanten a mula, saquen pilla, arranquen, critiquen, sigo alante al que le pique, que se arranque de Puerto Plata a La Pata hasta el Alto Manhattan, no hay gigante que me aguante, Satan acting like a titan, but when I get to snapping it's like, release the kraken, al DH lo dejo grave sin jarabe pa' darle, Christ and I can't be parted, no hay que no sepárese mi viejo, yo al nuevo ya no soy un cadáver, they starting to get enlightened, I'm quoting Ecclesiastic, no quise de quise alto, una advertencia aquí se hace el té, pariguayo, la rima que traigo yo bajan duro como un rayo, tanto swing que te doy un desmayo, hitting street like yo de mayo, you can't ignore me and my homie, cazando mucho pandemonium, put my foot en cualquier demonio, this track insane, manicomian.